Good day everyone. So I hope you are all doing well. And sana po napanood nyo na yung orientation natin last week. And sa lahat po ng nakapanood nun at nakapagsagot ng ating question, yung expectations, etc. May plus 5 po yun basta within the deadline na ipass nyo. If kinabukasan humabol, may plus pa rin po pero hindi na siya perfect score. So, yung mga plus points nyo po na yan ay i-add natin sa inyong first quiz. So, ito na, let's start. Introduction to Veterinary Entrepreneurship. Today, we begin your journey sa world ng chaos because entrepreneurship is really chaotic. Money, ideas, creativity, and innovation. So, ano ba'y pumapasok sa isip nyo pagka naririnig nyo yung salitang entrepreneurship? So, this is more than just starting a business. So, ito yung mga ideas that turn into opportunities and opportunities that turn to success. However, sad to say, hindi lahat nagsasucceed sa larangan na ito. Because entrepreneurship is not for everyone. This is a choice na willing ka i-take at gumawa ng risk. So, as future vets, you won't only be healers of animals, but also innovators, leaders, and decision makers sa paggawa po ng business pagdating sa animal care. So, sa lesson na to, we'll explore what it truly means to be an entrepreneur. Ano ba dapat na skills? Ano ba dapat ang mindset? Ano ba yung paano mapapag-grow yung veterinary practice beyond the clinic into thriving enterprises. So we can turn care into commerce and passion into purpose. So open-minded ka ba? So let's open our minds. Think big and discover paano nga ba or how passion for animals can also become a venture for change and success. So entrepreneurship begins with a mindset. So are you ready na makakita ng opportunities where others see this as a problem? So this is the first step. So shift your perspective. So entrepreneurship, turn ideas into venture. Pagkakitaan mo yung mga magiging idea mo. May opportunity ba? Kung may opportunity na mag-arise, take it. So, innovation plus investment and plus expansion in the future. So, ayun nga, from vision, kakaroon ito ng value and then venture. So, ini-imply lang dito na yung enterprise ay yung is at work whenever the individual takes the risks and invests resources to make something unique or something new. So, nagde-design ng panibagong paraan of making something that already exists or creates new markets. So, make something new out of sa mga past ventures or past markets. So, parang develop para maging unique yung enterprise mo. So, entrepreneurship, yun nga, is turning ideas into ventures. So, para magiging journey mo siya, yung vision mo, syempre, lalagyan mo ng value, and then, that's it. You can start a venture. Next. So, sino ba si entrepreneur? Syempre, pag may opportunities na mag-a-arise, gina-grab agad niya yung opportunity na yun. Kasi, and then, it organizes your resources and, of course, take risks. Kailangan po, as an entrepreneur, you take risks. And, maglalabas ka po talaga ng a big amount of money. So, but more than that, it's a mindset. Hindi lang ito basta trabaho. Yes, because how you think determines how far you'll go. So, yan. Mindset ba? Mindset. And then next, ano ba dapat ang mga skills and competencies na meron? Siyempre, dapat mahusay kang mag-negotiate. So, negotiate your terms, your plan. Planning. Mahalaga po ang gumawa ng magplano ng gagawin mong venture. hindi basta nagkaroon ka ng idea and then nagka-vision is isang snap lang, you'll continue or itutuloy mo na agad yung pinaplan mo. Okay? So, it takes planning. Kahit sobrang tagal pa niyan, kahit isang taon ka pang nagpa-plan. Okay? Kasi marami pong masasayang. For example, gusto ko to. Nagplan ka, pero alam mo yon, may mga butas pa sa mga plano mo. Meron at meron, may mawawala at mawawala sa iyo. Okay, so risk assessment, ito nga yun. Kasama po sa pagpa-plan si risk assessment. Ano ba yung mga dapat mong tignan? For example, client, market, supply and demand, money, budget, financial, mga ganyan. Purchasing, accounting. So, hindi lang pala dapat na marunong ka mag-plan. Kailangan mo rin maging accountable sa ginagawa mo. And, take into account the money. So, accounting. But, sa ating lesson later, malalaman natin na we could seek financial advice kung hindi talaga natin kayang mag-dwell into accounting. Okay, so ano pa po ba dapat? Recruitment, training, of course, kung mag-hire ka ng staff, important, they undergo training, hindi lang basta isabak mo sila sa isang trabaho. Selling, controlling, and dealing with emergencies. Ano ba dapat yung gawin ko kapag ganito yung nangyari? Mga ganon. Like, you should always have a plan B sa likod, in the back of your mind. Okay? So, successful entrepreneurs don't just dream. They set goals and then chase them. So, dapat din confident, competent, and committed to progress. So, they take ownership of results and make sure their team is aligned doon sa mission. Kaya, when making a business plan, we always include the business's mission and vision. So, are your goals high enough? Are you confident enough to pursue them? Yan yung mga questions na dapat mong masagot. So, because entrepreneurship starts with belief. Maniwala ka sa sarili mo. And belief in your vision, belief in yourself. Okay? So, for me, that's the number one skill and competency na meron ka. Belief. Belief sa sarili mo na kaya mo. And belief, maniwala ka sa vision mo. Believe that it will happen. Okay? Have faith sa kakayahan mo. Next, the entrepreneur as a marketing veterinarian. So, understand client needs. Of course, we need to understand ano ba yung mga kailangan ng client mo. Ano ba yung target market mo. Next, build trust through service. Because when clients ay nagkaroon o nag-build na ng trust sa iyo, you'll have client retention. Okay? So, bigyan mo sila ng mainam na serbisyo and for sure, babalik at babalik si client sa'yo. Next is lead with innovation. This is a changing world. Okay? So, nagbabago-bago po as the years go by. Kaya, dapat sumasabay po sa innovation. Katulad po ng other clinics. Other clinics today, meron na silang mga machine that gives actually the differentials for the sakit and what plan are you gonna do next. For example, nung nag-duty ako sa isang clinic, nag-run kami ng blood test, tapos, naka-indicate ano yung mga differentials. And then, ano ba yung pwede namin gawin. Okay, so, halimbawa, conduct ganito, ganyan. You may conduct an ultrasound ganito, ganyan. Yan. Parang sinasabi na niya yung mga possible. Okay. Next, starting small, growing big. So, ano po ba ito? Many entrepreneurs kasi, nagsisimula talaga sila sa small, but with their managerial talents. So, entrepreneurs can also be managers of the business. Of course, with persistence, eventually, nagsasucceed. So, sa early stage, their growth orientation is para sa expansion ng operation. And persistent sila na ma-pursue yung approach that differentiate them from other entrepreneurs. Okay? Ayan nga. So, persistence plus differentiation ay equal to success. So, every big clinic started with a small dream. So, magsisimula talaga tayo sa minsan ganitong equipment lang muna, isang staff lang muna, isang doc muna, kayo muna. But with persistence and differentiation, and sa pagsabay sa innovation, small beginnings can grow into big success. So, ayan nga po, every big clinic started as a small dream. So, may equation tayo. Bakit? 3x plus 2 is equals to 5x minus 6. So, find for x. Hindi, biro lang. So, ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin nito? Bakit tayo may equation? What does this have to do with our subject? Well, everything. Kasi, just like solving for x, entrepreneurship is about finding the unknown. You're given a situation, may limited resources ka, unclear minsan ang outcome mo o yung naiisip mong mga uh, kalalabasan nung nagiging plan mo, dapat alam mong i-figure out. Figure out the value that makes it work. So, tayo mga entrepreneur, tayo. Okay, kayong future entrepreneurs are problem solvers. And they don't wait. So, you don't wait for the perfect condition. You calculate, you test, you adjust. Meaning, you really take risk. So, today, ang challenge ko, what is your X? Hindi po who, what. What is your X? What's the value you bring to the table? Ano yung idea, yung skill, yung mindset that will make your venture succeed. Okay? So, I'll be posting this question on our GCR. Wala po itong plus points, but I encourage everyone to answer if napanood po itong video. So, what's your X? Ano yung value na you can bring to the table? Ano yung idea, skill, yung mindset that will make your venture succeed? Okay, next, entrepreneur versus manager. Kanina na-open na natin na an entrepreneur could also be the manager. But what are their main differences? So, si manager nagsosolve daw ng problem. Si entrepreneur ay nagfa-find the new opportunity. So, as a veterinary entrepreneur, may mafe-feel at mafe-feel kang pressure. Kasi, yung clients mo nag-e-expect ng results, yung finances na nagde-demand, and your goals na nagpo-push sa'yo na mag-grow. Pero here's the truth. Okay? Para kang pulley. Kung alam niyo yung pulley system in physics. So, you balance the tension, the pressure. You guide the movement. Okay? You decide the direction, not the manager. You. Ikaw mismo po ang nagde-decide ng direction ng movement ng business mo. Okay? And entrepreneurship isn't just about the equation I gave you earlier, but it's solving real problems. Of course, with courage, with clarity, and control. You take control, not the manager. But, okay, so let's talk about sa manager. But as a manager, kung wala naman si manager, yung operations mo bagsak. Because managers are known to be the backbone of the operations. If you're, um, if ikaw yung nagtuturn ng ship, okay? If ikaw yung nag-point where to, ikaw ang magsasabi kung stop or go, si manager po ang naghahawak sa systems, sa procedures, and they solve problems using yung mga proven ng strategies. Okay, so focus sila sa stability, precision, and consistency. They care sila sa details, sa team dynamics, and making sure everything runs smoothly. If entrepreneur ka at kaya mo rin makuha si managerial, well, good for you. Okay? So, sa veterinary setting, si manager po yung nag-ensure na the clinic follows the protocols. Okay? It maintains the inventory. It keeps the team aligned. Okay? So, they're not always the ones chasing the new ideas. Because kayo pong entrepreneur ang under the new ideas. Ideas nyo po ang ginagamit. So, andito lang si manager para ma-make sure yung ideas mo ay mag-work in practice. So, maganda na makakuha kayo ng manager na magiging kasundo ninyo because your ideas, they will make them come to life and they make sure your ideas will work in flow. Okay? So entrepreneurship is both a process and a mindset. So si entrepreneurs, they see opportunities as chances para maka-create ng bagong solution. So this is beyond simply fixing problems the usual way. While managers, they adapt. Okay? So ina-adapt nila yung existing systems. They follow established procedures, they refine policies, they focus on operations, and the team cohesion. Kung paano magwo-work yung isang operation. So, entrepreneurs, they innovate. They approach problems from different angles. Nagsisearch sila for the root cause and they create new paths toward yung solution. Okay, they find ways papunta doon sa solution. So, entrepreneurship, of course, it can be learned, it can be developed, and it can be nurtured kung gusto nyo talagang mag-dwell sa entrepreneurship. It thrives, however, nagtathrive po ito sa innovation and sa creation ng new opportunities for new ventures. So, yung mga small business owners, they manage their businesses, but an innovator entrepreneur push for growth. They push for expansion to expand the business and meaningful impact. So, for those na merong passion talaga, okay, they have their passion or healing animals. If you combine that, your passion and idea, with growth and expansion, well, I'm sure you guys will succeed. And then entrepreneurs, they develop plans, strategic plans, para malagpasan si competitor. For example, siya, Clinic A, versus ako, Clinic B. Ano ang meron si Clinic A na pwede kong madagdag sa akin? Okay? So, competition. Explain why people in the same industry may achieve very different levels of success. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng different levels of success because na-outperform mo si competitor. Ang pangit man isipin, ang pangit man sabihin, na you're really trying to compete, but that's how it really goes in the enterprise world. Okay? That's really how business is. Meron at merong makikikompetensya sa'yo. Okay? Next, managers. So, they emphasize precision, discipline, while entrepreneurs focus nga sa outcomes rather than the details. Okay? So, ano ba yung kalalabasan nito? More on ano siya, sa nagiging outcome si entrepreneur. Si manager, dun siya sa details, kung paano makukuha si outcome. Okay? And then, entrepreneurs rely on people with strong ideas and talent. And then, they value creativity. They value insight kesa sa routine or mediocre. Okay? So, again, may question po ako. Sino dito ang nakakakita sa sarili nila bilang managers kesa sa entrepreneur? So, you're more on the detail kesa doon sa vision or doon sa path. Pero kung pareho naman kayo, ang mindset nyo is both, then, okay po siya. Because every successful clinic needs both. Okay? You need to be an entrepreneur and at the same time, be the manager. Okay? Yan po ang kinakailangan or yan ang meron ang bawat successful clinic. You can manage your people, you can manage your resources, and at the same time, you can create your solutions. Diba? You can have both. Diba? Why not have both? Next, so, ano ba mga keys to success? Siyempre, number 1, start your own venture. But to start your own venture, balikan natin kanina, you need your ideas and your vision. So, sabi ko nga, explore opportunities. You need to stay in control. And, ito yung sinabi ko kanina, na you can seek advice from experts. Right? Kasi, bilang entrepreneur, bilang a vet, simpleng tao, sabihin na lang natin, sa isang, bilang tao, bilang estudyante, minsan we don't really like accounting. We don't like numbers. Okay? Minsan, di rin natin kabisado yung law. But for us veterinarians, it is important na we should be able or we should know legal terms pagdating sa profession natin. Okay? So, yun nga, busy ka with the management of the business kasi nga, you have both. You're the manager, you're the entrepreneur. Minsan, you need a good accountant or financial advisor. Okay? So, but, kumuha po tayo ng advisor na honest and loyal to you. Okay? Hindi po yung may mga hidden agenda. So, pwede silang tumulong sa financial activity ng enterprise. They can help you reinvest your money to other profitable operation para mapa-expand pa yung pinagagamitan ng money. So, eto nga, while trust and confidence can be given, kailangan may knowledge ka din sa entry ng financial statements mo. Oo, mahina ka. Pwede, may other na mga tao na talagang ayaw pagsapan, yung mga ganon. But, you need to know your entry and yung pag-exit ng financials mo. So, financial statements, the cash flow. Okay? So, that may idea ka lang din. Kano ba'y lumalabas sa amin sa gantong buwan, sa gantong year, ganyan. But you need an advisor kung hindi po kaya. Okay? So, develop control procedures that you are still in command in approving transaction involving the money and sa pagdi-disburse. So, while you economize your expenditure, maging sure dapat na every peso, every cent ay ginagastos po natin wisely. Na hindi po nagsasacrifice si quality ng products or ni service. So, hindi ka naman po superhero, no? Na malaman mo yung legal and other matters. Ayun nga yung sinasabi ko. Hindi naman tayo superhero na alam natin lahat ng legal matters. So, I guess, pwede naman. We are allowed to seek services of a legal consultant with matters pagdating sa legal implications. So, mga income tax prepared dapat ng good accountant lawyers or certified accountants na alam mag-deal sa mga government regulating body in terms of tax payments. But we'll talk about taxation. Medyo malayo pa. Maybe next year na yun na lesson. Finals, I believe. So, yun. Mga all legal matters, intricate government transactions, ay dapat entrusted sa people or sa mga tao, sa mga legal counsel na right connection. And dapat marunong. Alam nila kung paano mag-deal with the business problem as the government as a regulating body. So, this may affect the business operation lalo na kapag nasa period of expansion ka. Okay? Next. So, ano ba yung profile ng isang successful entrepreneur? Okay, so number 1, independence. Kasi an entrepreneur would not like to be attached to his employment. Okay, so humahanap po yan ng independence. And nag-strive yan na mag-develop ng sariling business. So, as soon as nakakita yan ng insight at opportunity, isisik po niya yan sa the sense of independence. Kakayanin niya yan mag-isa. Okay? An entrepreneur thinks differently. And magve-venture yan in trying to satisfy his own curiosity. Magre-research yan. Magpa-plan yan. Magtatanong-tanong, paano ba yung ganito? Paano ba yung ganyan? So, nag-a-assume na siya ng responsibility with pride and determination. That's independence. Next, drive to succeed. Okay? So, a success ay para sa mga tao with the need, okay, na ma-achieve po yung dreams nila and life aspirations. So, yung achievements, minsan nagiging ego ito ng mga tao with the inner desire for independence. Hindi siya nakadepende sa ibang tao. As this entrepreneur thinks that his success lies on his own making. Okay? Iniisip niya na this success is because I made this. I made it to be this successful. Okay? Mainam po, it is a good organizer. He or she is a good organizer and leads others to successful venture. So, sinisimulan po niya ang mga, tinatapos niya ang mga sinimulan niya and hindi siya nag-iiwan ng stones or bumps along the way. Okay? Next, for strong decision making, of course, if you're independent, you need to have your strong decision making. Kasi this is a strong personality of an entrepreneur na dapat binibit-bit niya na may power siya. I have the power to make decisions. If gusto ko nga magpa-quiz ngayon, magpapa-quiz ako. Charis. So, aware siya na makapag-develop. Aware siya sa kaya niyang gawin na new markets. Okay? And aware din siya na kaya niyang gumawa ng mga bagong bagay para lang masatisfy si customer. Supply and demand, needs and wants. Okay? This entrepreneur capitalizes sa inner drive niya to make profit bago pa man makuha ng iba yung opportunity na yun. So, meaning, competitive. Okay? So, innovativeness and creativity go with the power to make decisions. Next, feedback-oriented. Hindi dapat tayo nagagalit kapag may mga feedback na ganyan. We should be thankful that someone gives us feedback. Hindi tayo clueless na doon sa ginawa natin. Okay? So, yung development kasi ng feedback mechanism ay isang important na factor yan sa pag-develop ng successful enterprise. Kasi, pag nalaman niya na ito yung feedback, babalik yan. Okay? Babalik saan nanggaling Tapos, saan nanggaling yung feedback na yun? And hahanapin niya ngayon kung paano mapapa-better. So, naniniwala na yun nga, ang taong hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan, okay, ay yun, yung motto na yun. Ang taong hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay blank, blank, blank. Okay? So, always look back. Always reflect. And thank your, yung mga nagbibigay ng feedback sa atin. Yung mga nagki-criticize. Because they help us. They help us grow. They help make the business better. Because this is how you will improve. Okay? When I started baking, okay, this is, medyo siya sa pagiging vet. But I started baking during the pandemic. I received lots of criticisms, feedbacks, from people I don't know, from people I just met na umorder lang ng pagkain. Okay? So, I learned from this. I learned from that. What did I do? I practiced. Okay? I practiced, then I practiced. Until I got what they want. Okay? Then, makukuha mo yung feedback na gusto mo. Na, uy, mas masarap na ito today. Mga ganun. Okay? So, factors for analysis nga yan and decision making. So, next, results-driven. Bakit po ba result-driven si entrepreneur? Si entrepreneur. Because profit is the result of accomplishment. How would you know that you accomplished something? How would you know that your business is really booming? Profit. Okay? So, yung mga achievements na yan ay yung mga driving forces that keeps that entrepreneur awake for more opportunities. So, nag-e-expect po yan. Results for activities sa mga na-plan niya. Okay? Kaya, minsan, these entrepreneurs, yung mga employee na may mediocre abilities and low sense of feeling for accomplishment, ay minsan, inaalis sa trabaho or walang place sa team organization na ito. Okay? Because the entrepreneur expects results to be on time and with the highest quality. Sometimes, ang pangit, but an entrepreneur is impatient. Okay? Impatient for poor performance and expects. Okay? So, nag-e-expect po kasi ang mga successful entrepreneur ng, alam niyo yun, maayos na organization. When I say organization, yung buong team mo po yun. Okay? Your company organization. Next. 2 slide na lang po ito. Don't worry. So, factors that develop entrepreneurial activities. Number 1, nagtitake ng initiative. So, ayun nga, independence, strong decision making, takes the initiative. Nangunguna sa pagdedesisyon. Okay? So, si entrepreneur with the great interest na mag-capitalize sa opportunity at hand, yung entrepreneur ay nagtitake ng initiative na mag-venture sa business. Sabi ko nga, strong decision making, for example, I take initiative to start this business next year as I'm ready to go. Okay? Mga ganon. And with an amount of knowledge, an entrepreneur knows na kaya niyang i-operate si venture with the minimum risk. Of course, sabi ko nga, magte-take talaga ng risk. But please, parang mas maganda if minimum risk lang. 'Di ba? And then, next, number 2, organization of capital resources. So, financial and human resources, yan yung mga important ingredients sa pagsisimula ng organization. So, sa mga bukod sa savings, other financial resources, kailangan mag-start ng enterprise o ng operation sa small scale. Okay? Minsan, other enterprise nagsisimula po talaga sa family members. Minsan, si brother, si sister. Minsan si ate, si kuya, si papa. Okay, si ate muna i-cashier, mga ganyan. Si mama muna sa mga inventory, mga ganyan. Si papa sa ganito, ayan. So, pwede rin naman friends. Okay, basta alam niya na makakatulong po kay entrepreneur yung mga tao na pipiliin niya. Next, making administrative machinery. Okay, meaning lang po, the management is developed with the organizational structure based sa needs ng operation. So, may specific duties po and responsibilities na naka-assign sa individuals na merong yung certain talent at skills na naka-fit dun sa may position. For example, sa isang restaurant, si Juana ay, alam mo yun, more on cooking ang kanyang expertise. Alangan namang ilagay mo si Juana sa front desk, 'di ba? So, fit their talent and skills to the respective position. Nakabase po ito sa individual capacity, sa kapasidad ng tauhan mo na magtrabaho at hindi sa personal connection with the entrepreneur. Okay? Okay, so kung halimbawa si ate accounting, si kuya ganito, si papa ganito. Okay? So, ibase din naman natin yung kapasidad ng tao. Hindi lang basta connection. Okay? Maraming ganyan. Government, oo. Porkit kapatid ni ganito si mayor, inalagay ito sa ganitong department. Even without the skill, di ba? Nakaka-down pag ganun. Next, starting autonomy. Ano ba ibig sabihin? The entrepreneur develops autonomy sa operation ng enterprise. Okay? Kasi the entrepreneur leads in all the activities ng organization. So, ikaw ang autonomy sa buong organization mo. So, lalo na kapag nasa early stage pa lang kayo ng operation, kailangan ka pa rin si entrepreneur. Saka mag-step in si manager. Kapag alam mo yun, nagamay na nung mga tauhan mo. Okay, yung flow na gusto mo. Okay, so his or her venture ay nakakapitalize. Okay, so the entrepreneur's venture capitalize dahil alam niya kung saan best yung direction ng enterprise. Kasi aware nga siya sa calculated risk involved. Then next, nag-start po siya ng SWOT analysis. Ano po ba yung SWOT analysis? What are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of your company? Okay? Pwede pong ma-avoid ang risk basta magkaroon ng analysis for this. What's the strength? What's the strength of your business? Saan mahina ang business mo? Anong kulang sa business mo? If opportunities arise, anong pwedeng gawin ng business mo? And threats. What do we mean by threats? Pwedeng competition, pricing, supply and demand, resources, the client itself, ano pa? What do you call that? Yung mga supplier, yan. Pwede mga threats ng organization yan, ng business. So, the entrepreneur must see the environment of the enterprise based doon sa SWOT analysis mo para yung risk involved, makikita na niya bago pa mangyari. Okay? So, na-foresee na niya, na-forecast na niya yung environmental events para magkaroon na agad siya ng plan B. So, ready na agad si plan B. So, an entrepreneur should always have a plan B kung ganito yung nangyari, ano yung pwede kong gawin? Okay? Mga ganon. So, the making of a Filipino entrepreneur. So, proseso po ito ng trial and error. So, our concept kasi ng pagbuo ng small business ay parang, or parang sari-sari store or small shop, kiosk, mga ganyan, mga pop-up shop. Okay? This already makes a person an entrepreneur. Okay? Gano'n man ka-small yung business mo niyan. 'Di ba? Basta you started one, you're already an entrepreneur. So while this concept is true to the certain extent of to a certain extent, entrepreneurship is more than being self-employed and making a living out of the income para makasuporta sa pamilya o kinakailangan o needs o little of their wants. Okay? So most Filipino businesses kasi, they start on a copycat syndrome. So, trial and error. For example, si Doc A, mag-start siya ng small animal clinic. Nakita ni Doc B na nakikita na nag-flourish yung business ni Doc A. Kaya nagsimula din ng clinic si Doc B. Tapos, mas malapit sa tapos mas malapit sa'yo. Ang pinagkaiba, nakita niya ay wala ka, nilagay niya sa kanya. Halimbawa, wala kang animal supplies. Naglagay siyang animal supplies. Lalo na pang livestock. Talo ka doon. Lalo na if your target market o yung market around you is more on livestock. Diba? So, this scenery is common sa Philippine business condition. Dito naman po sa entrepreneurial management demands. So, number 1, alert to opportunities and perceptive to make things happen. So, the entrepreneur looks at things much ahead of other people. So, the entrepreneur sees things in different ways. May iba siyang perspective pagdating sa ganitong bagay. Kaya nakaka-develop dapat siya ng strategies para mangyari yung mga bagay na yon. Okay? The way he or she perceived it. Kung paano niya nakita. Okay, so, an entrepreneur is a starter but makes sure na kung ano yung sinimulan niya, he or she pursues until he or she succeeds na mangyari yon. Okay? The entrepreneur makes it happen. Eager. Okay? Persevere. Number 2, dapat may health and endurance to work long hours. Because this is not just an 8 to 5 work. Okay? An entrepreneur, if you're entrepreneur ka, hindi ka lang basta naka 8 to 5. Buong araw mo, you're an entrepreneur. Because you're thinking. Isip ka ng isip. Diba? Matutulog ka na lang, iniisip mo pa ano yung mga dapat mo pang gawin. May dapat ka pa bang i-improve? Para hindi na nanahimik yung utak ng isang entrepreneur. Kasi an entrepreneur is a dreamer. Okay? Hindi yan titigil hanggat hindi nakakakita ng solution yan. Para lang ma-perceive yung idea. Kaya minsan 75% ng 24-hour time, thinking, working, hanggang sa makakuha siya ng realization. Okay? Hanggang maisip niya ano ba yung dapat niyang gawin. Because an entrepreneur is willing to sacrifice the personal pleasure. So, may magi-give up at magi-give up ka talaga. Kung ikakasal ka ngayong taon, move mo muna next year na lang. Ganon. Kasi, alam mo yun, you want to be ready. And you want this venture to succeed. You want this venture na makapag-provide for your needs. Diba? Of course, before starting a family, kailangan mo stable ka eh, 'di ba? So talagang sacrifice. You need to sacrifice. Mag-move ka muna ng mga priorities mo if you really want to start this venture. Okay? So, magsa-sacrifice nga ng personal pleasure in his quest for the true meaning ng ideal setup ng business enterprise. Okay? Next, dapat daw flexible and open to change. Bakit? Kasi the entrepreneur does not have a one-track mind. Laging naghahanap po yan ng avenue o course of action. Once na nakasense po ng danger yan, mga threats. Okay? Kapag ka nakakita po yan ng butas sa plan o program, 'di ba? Dapat open ka to change. Ayun nga, sabi ko kanina, open to feedback. So, you need to be open to change. Palitan natin gantong operations. Baguhin. Let's change prices. 'Di ba? Mga ganyan. Babaan natin yung presyo ng ganito. Mga ganong bagay. So, flexible ka dapat sa revision. And, dapat, with that revision, you should make it work pa rin. 'Di ba? Yung flow ng organizational mo, ng team mo, should be smooth pa rin. Parang ganon. So, dapat, you're still on track. 'Di ba? Towards pa rin dun sa direction na gusto mong i-achieve. Okay? So, magke-create po yan ng alternative solutions. Tsaka magde-devise o gagawa ng paraan to make a difference. Okay? Next, self-assured. Okay? Importante po na self-assured ka. Okay? So, the entrepreneur could not easily be rattled by problems or uncertainties. Again, sinabi ko kanina, you should have belief, faith, confidence. Okay? You should be confident enough. Okay? Hindi ka dapat mararattle lang ng problema o uncertainty. Because, during your planning, you already had plan B ready. 'Di ba? 'Di ba sabi kanina, you should have your plan B. Okay? So, dapat may great trust po sa kapasidad mo, sa capability mo, na makapag-develop ka ng mga bagay-bagay. Okay? You should have the wit. You should have self-confidence. Okay? Guided ka rin dapat ng faith. Faith mo. With good intentions and actions, ayun, you're deserving to be fulfilled. Okay? Next, important na you seek opinion and make research. Yes, you're independent, but you need opinions. Okay? You still need opinions na pumasok sa isip mo. Okay? So, naniniwala po ang entrepreneur na a person who asks questions could only be fool for a minute, but one who asks no question could be a fool for a lifetime. Okay? Lagi pong tandaan yun. You could, paano ko ba to sabihin in simpler terms? Ang entrepreneur po, okay, naniniwala siya, mas gusto pa niya yung mga taong tanong ng tanong for curiosity. Okay? Kesa yung wala kang tinanong at all. Okay? Nagigets po ba yun? So, he or she seeks the advice ng other professionals that will help make things happen. Okay? So, nag-i-indulge siya sa research activities para makahanap ng new solutions for the problems. So, diyan po nagtatapos itong first lesson natin. I hope wag kayo masyadong matagalan dito because inabot na tayong 50 minutes. But, ayun, masyado kasing malawak itong topic na to, and I just discussed yung mga important things. Okay? But, entrepreneurship is a long process of learning. Every day, there's new things to learn. Okay? Hindi lang po yan basta one-time journey. One-day journey, one-day learning. It takes a lifetime. Okay? And, I'll just be posting po yung question that I asked earlier. And we will be having your first quiz next week. next week today. Basta ganun. I'll upload the quiz today, but deadline po sana nito ay tomorrow, Saturday. Okay? Plus, kasama po pala isa pang lesson. So, we have another lesson for this. Yun yung mismong start ng lesson because this is just the introduction. Okay? So, sana po mapanood ng lahat. And I hope makita ko kayo soon, face to face. Thank you guys for listening. Have a great day.